Good morning, everybody. I'm Sid King with NWS Peachtree City, Georgia, and I'd like to thank you for joining us for the weekly weather briefing on May 18th, 2017. Just a brief overview before we begin of what we're going to talk about today. First of all, warm, humid, and summer-like conditions can be expected again today and into Friday and Saturday. We're no longer in a high fire danger in the southern part of the area due to an increase in humidity all throughout the region. A more active pattern is expected to set up early next week as the high pressure ridge over the area moves out and a deep pressure trough moves in over the eastern United States. Along with this trough, there are going to be two rounds of thunderstorms, the first coming all throughout the day on Sunday, and then a second one late Tuesday and into Wednesday. And then finally, I'll give you an update on the drought and the updates that have come out this morning regarding the drought. There's been gradual degradation of the drought conditions in South Georgia and then gradual improvement of drought conditions in North Georgia over the last month. And furthermore, the changes in last week have been minor, but we'll discuss those as well. Here's a look at today's conditions, and as you can see on the image of the left, very warm highs are expected today with 90s in the southern parts of our region. Southerly winds are bringing very warm and moist Gulf air, which is causing more humid conditions in the area. The lowest relative humidity values, in fact, are in the 40 to 50% range, rather than the 20 to 30% range we were seeing earlier this week. So, as I mentioned earlier, no high fire danger today because of those higher relative humidity values. We also have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and evening for northwest Georgia. If you were to draw a line from Carrollton to Canton to Blairsville and then go northwest of that line, that's generally the highest chances. After a couple more days through Saturday resembling the previous slide, we're going to see a more active weather pattern set up over the eastern United States. And this image is the synoptic pattern Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning. An upper level low and a strong trough will position over the eastern United States early next week and drag a cold front eastward through the area. Ahead of that cold front, there will be ample moisture and precipitation. The next major storm system to pass through the area is going to be on Sunday, and two images here show the daytime rain chances on Sunday, and then the overnight Sunday and Monday rain chances. And these chances will increase from west to east starting late Saturday night and early Sunday morning, and gradually pass through the area. And then the showers and thunderstorms will diminish from west to east on Monday morning. So in between, the rain chances will be high, generally 70 to 80%, and widespread throughout the entire region. With such consistently high rain chances throughout the entire day on Sunday, that begs the question of what the forecast rainfall totals will look like for the storm event. So on the left-hand side of the screen are the rainfall totals for Sunday through Monday morning, and most areas can expect rainfall between 1 to 2 inches. Localized heavy rainfall can also be expected and stronger thunderstorms, which would lead to higher pockets of greater rainfall totals. Here's an outlook for the severe weather potential for Sunday's thunderstorms. Strong to severe storms are indeed possible within this system, and the model blends currently indicate that the most likely times for severe weather would be between 2 p.m. Sunday and 2 a.m. Monday. So typical for May, the wind shear doesn't look like it's going to be very strong, although the convective instability could still be moderately high. So the main threats we're looking at are marginally severe hail, locally heavy rainfall, and frequent lightning. We don't imagine much of a scenario where we would see tornado threats or damaging wind gusts just from the lack of wind shear. So the threats highlighted in yellow are the main threats. Of course, we will continue to monitor this forecast as it evolves and Sunday gets closer and keep you all up to date with changes in the outlook. Now we'll take a look ahead into the early work week next week. After the storms from Sunday clear out early Monday by midday, dry and fair weather is expected to return to the area on Monday. That won't last long, as scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected to return late Tuesday and into Wednesday. The early look at the precipitation potential indicates 50 to 60% chances in the northern part of Georgia. These chances are bound to increase as we get closer to the event itself, and we could be looking at another 1 or more inch of rain in the area. It is still too early to get an idea of the severity of this system because it is 5 to 6 days out, but we don't currently expect any severe storms right now. Of course, we will keep you updated as this evolves, and it will evolve over the next few days. Shifting gears a bit to the last thing we'll talk about today, the weekly drought update. The image on the left is the drought outlook that was updated at 8 o'clock this morning going through May 16, 2017. The drought conditions are largely unchanged across the north and then gradually worsening across South Georgia. There are a couple of new areas that have been enhanced into a moderate drought. The right-hand image is the change over the last month, and as you can see, we have Class 1, Class 2, and even some Class 3 improvement across North Georgia over the last month, but then some Class 1 and Class 2 degradation over South Georgia. The outlook for the next week is fully contingent on the rainfall that we're going to get from the early week storms, both from Sunday and then Tuesday and Wednesday. To conclude the weekly briefing, here's a recap of today's topics. Warm, humid, and summer-like conditions can be expected for the next 3 days, and an increase in humidity has ended the fire danger in the southern part of the region, so that is no longer a threat. A more active pattern is expected to set up early next week as a trough moves over the eastern United States, and that's going to bring 2 rounds of thunderstorms, first on Sunday and another on Tuesday and Wednesday. Although it's too early to get a handle on the exact level of severity of these storms, they will produce a lot of rain, with each system expected to produce an inch or more of rain throughout the region. And finally, we talked about the drought update today, and we have seen gradual degradation of drought conditions in South Georgia and gradual improvement of drought conditions in North Georgia over the last month. However, the changes this last week were only minor. Here is the contact information for the National Weather Service Peachtree City office. Thank you all very much for your attention, and we hope you have a great week.